米大リーグのドジャースは日本時間11月1日、カナダ・トロントで行われたブルージェイズとのワールドシリーズ第6戦に3対1で勝利し、2年連続の世界一に向けて逆王手をかけました。終盤には先発要員のタイラー・グラスノーを投入する総力戦となり、最終戦で大谷翔平が登板する可能性も浮上しました。この展開に、同僚のムーキー・ベッツも驚きを隠せませんでした。試合を中継したベイスポーツ専門局、FOX スポーツは、公式 YouTube チャンネルで試合後のベッツのインタビュー映像を公開しています。インタビューでは、記者が大谷翔平の第7戦先発の可能性について質問。これに対してベッツは興奮を抑えきれない様子で、少し興奮しているけど、落ち着こうとしている。翔平の人生は運命づけられているように感じる、と語り、2023年のワールドベースボールクラシック決勝でのエンゼルスの同僚マイク・トラウトとの対決を思い出したことを明かしました。さらに、この瞬間のために生まれてきたような男だと話し、大谷翔平への最大級の期待を寄せました。これらの模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Poppy, who has the advantage the second time you see a pitcher? So Yamamoto pitched a complete game, saw all the Blue Jays. At the same time, the Blue Jays saw him for a full game. How are their approaches different? Who has the advantage tonight?
Yamamoto have probably the best stuff in the game, to be honest with you. That's why the guy have been capable of, pitch complete game twice. I can't remember what was the last time I saw that. His stuff is in a different place. But the Blue Jays, they don't strike out. Even with a complete game that he pitched the last time, they strike out 7 times. You would think a guy with the stuff that Yamamoto has, pitching a complete game, you're talking about 12, 15 strikeout. He only strike them out 7 times. What that tells you? They put the ball in play against him, even him being that filthy. So I would not be surprised if the Blue Jays get to him tonight.
Poppy, I mentioned Ohtani in the Game 3 when he got walked all those times. He's 0 for 7, though, since that game. One, do you expect him to break out of that slump?
Ohtani coming out of the slump is something that can happen from day to night. Ohtani might be the only player I can see going from looking bad with a pitch to go and hit 3 homers. I tell you what. Me, to get on a slump, I will figure it out, but it's kind of hard for the batter to go from hitting ground ball, striking out, popping ball up to hit 3 homers. He's one of the kind. So to me, I don't really know when Ohtani is on a slump or not, even if he's off or whatever, because the guy, the way he know how to get it done. I mean, probably Barry Bonds might be the only guy I can remember. I mean, Barry Bonds never was in a slump, but he's the closest thing, to it. So tonight, I would be surprised if the Blue Jay pitched to him. I would not let him beat me.
Wow.
He's not stealing bases.
Wow.
I mean, he tried a couple of times, he got caught. So I will make his life miserable at the plate, and tonight have to pitch. And if he come to pitch with bases loaded, and I'm winning by 3, he'll go to first base, Ohtani. Let me try the next guys. But I will not pitch him at all. I mean, if I'm trying to win, will you pitch to him?
No.
No.
It feels
I don't care that 0 for 7 is slump.
You've been in the game for a while now. To watch Yoshinobu Yamamoto, after going with a complete game, one day later, call his own number and say, I'll go to the bullpen and warm up in that 18-inning game. What went through your mind when you saw him do that?
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. He's an animal. He's just like the most consistent person I think I've ever played with in terms of, like, not emotionally, but his routine throughout the day. He does this crazy, you guys have probably seen his pre-pitch routines and all that crazy stuff. It seems like he's doing it for hours a day. He has unlimited energy. He can go out and do whatever he wants. And he's just always consistent, always pitches well, never too emotional, never too up down. He's just like the most professional pitcher I've ever met, and he's not even that old.
Yamamoto's been in this position before. That is Game 6, facing elimination. His last game in Japan, the Japan series, his team down 3-2 when he threw on a 138-pitch complete game. Set a Japan series record, struck out 14. Pitched for Team Japan in the WBC. He was their ace. And has already shown in a short time in the big leagues he loves the big games.
Well, if you're wondering what makes him so tough, his fastball rides and holds a plane. So if it starts low, the hitter thinks that's going low below the zone. It doesn't. And then he follows it with that splitter off the same height. But I'll tell you the weapon that doesn't get talked about enough, when he wants to change spins, change speeds, and get an out, it's his curveball. He's gone to that curveball in so many crucial spots that that's become a huge weapon.
Since the start of September, John, opponents are 3 for 45 against that pitch. Yamamoto won the first one, a double play. Threw him 3 different pitches.
He hasn't made a mistake, and he hasn't left one fat in the middle of the plate. And Yamamoto can pitch in the strike zone about as well as anybody. They have only 2 hits in the last game in the strike zone.
Man, I mean, Vlad Jr. has more hits than he has swings and misses in these playoffs. And like half of those swings and misses have come against Yamamoto.
Yeah, just a great job expanding the zone, going low, up.
Oh, strike 3 called this time. A splitter to the knees to get him.
His splitter is firm and has the tilt that will drive a hitter crazy, whereas the splitter of Gausman is more north to south with a lot more break and change of speeds.
Only Skeen's a better ERA in the National League this year, and Yamamoto's gone to another level in the playoffs with a 1.57 postseason ERA. And we set it off at the top. If you could have your pick of any pitcher in baseball to start this game, this is probably the guy you're choosing.
And the reason I'm picking him is because he's one of the few guys that can go 9. All those other guys you mentioned are great. They're fantastic, but they're not going, as we see Ohtani taking some swings, they're not going 9. He's going 9, and he was willing to come in extra innings after a complete game and pitch. So it really is the easiest choice. When you ask me that question, I'm like, that guy hands down.
You're talking about game 3. So he's done all these amazing things while he's pitching. The most eye-opening thing that he's done didn't even involve him throwing a pitch. Volunteering to pitch as that game 3 wore on. 1 ball, 1 strike on Dalton Varsho. Dave Roberts said he asked Mark Pryor, what are we going to do as this thing goes deeper and deeper? And Pryor says, yeah. And Dave said, that's not an answer, Mark. And Pryor said, well, look, Snell threw a bullpen today. He's not available. We're not going to Ohtani. Glasnow started the game. But Yamamoto just came up and said he wants to pitch, even though 48 hours before that he threw the complete game. Dave looks down to the end of the dugout, and there's Yamamoto staring right at him with a little smile on his face. Another inning goes by. The game keeps on going. Dave says, go get ready. And had that game gone to the 19th, Yamamoto is going to pitch.
Well, that one was the nastier one. That movement, that one almost moved about 3 feet. But here's the delivery. See how balanced he is right there? And then he gathers himself and comes into a perfect fielding position and head towards home plate.
Unique training regimen. He doesn't lift weights. He's got a javelin throwing program that he strengthens his arm with. Dodgers were totally open to him doing whatever he felt like he needed to do to get ready for his starts. Coming over from Japan, he brought his own guys, own trainer. Second season, dominated in Japan, 3 consecutive MVPs there, and then signed the largest contract ever for a pitcher. His first year was good, but he was injured for a lot of the year. This year, great. This postseason, something else. Jimenez floats one, left field. Hernandez makes the catch. Back to second. Game 7 tomorrow night. It's a game-ending double play. Kike Hernandez to Miguel Rojas.
Well, this ball hangs up enough, and you can see right away that Kike was going right to second.
Blue Jays are taking a look, but as the replays show, Hernandez to Rojas, who picks it, and baseball moves to November. Unreal. What a game, what a series, what a season of baseball.
Dave, that was a thrilling finish. We've got a Game 7. What went into your decision to use Glasnow in relief tonight, and what does that mean for your Game 7 pitcher tomorrow?
You know what I told you before the game, Kenny, man, this is do or die. You got to leave it all out there and pick up the pieces. So, you know, I just felt right there, you know, Roki wasn't as sharp, and I felt, you know, right there, Glass, a guy that has swing and miss stuff, and I just wanted to bet on him. He's been chomping at the bit to make an impact, and, you know, we'll talk to the guys tonight, see how they feel tomorrow, but, you know, from Yamamoto to what Robo did tonight, and it just, we got hits when we needed to. Mookie came up big, so man, we live for Game 7, so here we go.
How inclined are you to start Ohtani? And if you do, how much can you get out of him on 3 days rest?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think right now there's no wrong answer. He's certainly going to be a part of the pitching plan, and with Shohei, it could be 2 innings, but it could be 4 innings, so I'm not sure where we're going to slot him. We're going to have to talk to him first and where he feels most comfortable.
Finally, you changed your lineup tonight. Mookie had a big game. Rojas at second base was brilliant defensively. Same combination tomorrow?
Same combination. I think Rojas, and we talked about that earlier, he just infuses some energy, some toughness, and what he did defensively was huge. Kike made that great play right there, and obviously Mookie let the game come to him a little bit, and he had a big hit for us.
Yoshinobu, he has been excellent this World Series. What did he do just to set the tone for you guys today?
Yeah, he set the tone. They gave up the 1 run, but gave us, 6 strong innings and handed over the bullpen. They shut it down. We needed a good start out of him today, based on eliminations. So, yeah.
Yoshinobu, how he started this game off. I mean, what does it say about a guy like him and what he's been able to do in this World Series specifically?
Incredible. The biggest stage. These guys saw him for 9 innings last time. One of the best hitting teams in baseball, and throw 6 innings, 1 run again. Super impressive, and yeah, just don't have enough words to say about how good he was today.
There is a Game 7. What can you say about what were you seeing in the dugout and to pull the trigger to bring in Glasnow?
You know what I was seeing from the dugout is fight the entire night. I thought everyone contributed. Miggy Rowe, the defense tonight was incredible. Kike on that play right there to double him off. Just the at-bats from Mookie, changed him up a little bit. Reddy had a big hit for us, but Yoshi was great. Robo was fantastic, and Glass stepped up. And it's something that he hadn't done before the postseason, and he came up huge for us.
All season long, you've talked about trust and believing in your players. How much did that play into warming Glasnow up and bringing him in such a critical spot?
I trust him. He's done a lot of growth for me this year, and he's certainly talented, but this year in particular, I think he's really grown up, and the moment can't get too big for him. And right there, yeah, we got to pick up the pieces tonight, see where our guys are at tomorrow. Certainly Shohei is going to be a part of the pitching plan, but again, Glass can be a part of it too. We'll see, because now it's a Game 7, so all hands on deck.
You know this guy. It's Mookie Betts. Mookie, congratulations. Wow. Take us through that last play. That was a bananas way to end a ball game right there.
Man, that was crazy. I thought it was a bloop hit, and then I saw Kike running to catch it, and then I turned and looked at second, and I saw he was halfway. So I don't know if Kike actually heard me, but I was screaming two. But Kike's instincts are so good, man. I mean, he probably saw the whole thing himself, and I mean, if he got it and threw it immediately, the best part of that play was Miggy. That was a sick catch. That was a tough play.
Yeah, great putting Miggy in there. He was unbelievable. We made 5 or 6 plays. Obviously, we'll get to your hitting later, but we got to start how it finished. Glasnow comes in, 2nd and 3rd, no outs. 3 pitches later, ball game, Game 7. What were you thinking? Ground ball to you. Tell me what your mindset is going through right now.
To be honest, because this is kind of my first time in the World Series and playing shortstop and all these other things, I was asking Miggy Rowe what to do. So during that pitching change, I was asking Miggy, what do I do right here? And he just kind of let me know, ground ball, make sure he doesn't get to 3rd, and just take the play. We're still up 2. Got to get a punch out by Glass. He said Glass has got to get a pop-up right here for us. So he made it really clear and easy for me. And so now I've been in that situation. I have an idea next time, but having Miggy has been a blessing.
Little boy, what's going on, homie? Very happy for you. Congratulations on tonight's game, man.
Sir, thank you, sir.
Been cheering for you big time.
knowing the type of student of the game that you are, and obviously seeing your frustration by not having the result, because I know you're a guy that works extremely hard, looking for result every day. I keep on talking to my boys right here every day about it. What was your mindset coming into this game tonight that you guys know that you guys were against the rope and they move you to hit 4? What you know that the responsibility are deeper right there because everybody focused on the cleanup hitters. What was your mindset today?
Honestly, man, I know it hasn't been great for me, but you know this year hasn't been great. So I just want to be there to help the boys, and I came up in a big spot, and you know my wife tells me all the time, just stay in the moment, just be ready for this next moment. She always tells me you have to mentally be ready for it. Like I know a lot goes on, but if you keep worrying about that, you won't be prepared for right now. And I mean, I just was able to find a way to lock in. I don't know, God, that's all I can really say. I was able to find a way to lock in, and I got to be ready for tomorrow now.
So we got a Game 7 and a couple things. First of all, Tyler Glasnow has never had a save at any level of his career. So this was the first tonight. He comes in, does an unbelievable job. And I guess that means that Shohei's starting tomorrow, it's kind of perfect, right? If you guys are going to go to a Game 7, give us a little feel, Mookie, excitement now going into a Game 7 tomorrow.
I mean, I'm trying to come down right now. I had so much energy. But, I mean, I feel like the way Shohei's life is set up is just destiny. You know, like every time in the WBC, the perfect situation comes up and he succeeds. And so tomorrow, Game 7, I mean, well, how could you draw it up any different? You know, so I feel like this is the perfect moment for him. He was made for this moment, and I'm glad he's on our team, and we don't have to go against him.
Hey, man. You know I got much love for you and respect.
Thank you.
Keep the smile out there, man.
Yes,
Keep the smile. You're one of the greatest players that played this game. Never doubt yourself. You're too good for that, man.
Yes, sir. Thank
Let's
you.
go.
Thank
Go
you.
and get it. I love you too, baby.
Love you guys, man.
Vámonos.
Mookie, great.